Hiya, it's Amanda here from Lolli Lulu Crafts, and today I thought we'd do something just a little different and take a look at these colouring and journaling Bibles. Now these are both from the same publishing house, and I thought I have two different ones here. One's my mum's and one's mine, and I just thought I would share with you what they're like and have a look inside. But these particular ones come in a variety of different styles. So there's hardback and paperback, there's large print, there's different sort of versions, sort of prayer ones and other different things. There's also sort of one for girls. I don't know why there's not one for boys, but there doesn't seem to be. And there's also large print, etc, etc. So as you can see here, I've shown you just like a little selection, and what I will do as always is I will link all of these, including the two in front of you here that I'm actually going to show you physically. I will link all of those on the blog post for you, so if you're interested in any of them, you've got the links for them and you can find them nice and easily. But let's take a look at the actual Bibles themselves so you can see what they're like inside. Now both of these are actually identical inside, and I believe they're all the same content, other than some of those, as I said, that say sort of like, I don't know, I think they've got like prayer ones or praise and various things. I think they might differ, but you'll be able to see that on the actual description. But the main ones are all the same inside, but they're just different on the outside and different in how the sizing. Obviously the large print is a lot bigger because it has to be bigger in order to fit the large print in. The hardback has obviously got a hardback exterior, so there's those sort of minor sort of cosmetic differences, but the essentials are the same. So I thought we'd take a look. So first of all, both of these come with a cover. This one comes where it slides off, so it's just got a nice protective cover if you want, and then this one pops up like this and it's just like a little box. So let's take a look at the actual externals of them, and then we'll pick one and I'll show you them both. Okay, so let's just take a look at the actual inside of these. So we've got this one here that's gorgeous. Now you would think this would be mine, wouldn't you, with the colour, but no, it's not. This came out first, and I didn't, when I asked, I got mine this year, I asked because I thought it would be nice for Mum and I to share doing this, and so I got that for Christmas, and so that's why I decided that it would be a good opportunity to share these with you, because they, you know, I've got two to give you sort of different looks, and so you can see them. And as you can see, actually it's not that much smaller when you get inside. I suspect the pages are probably not dissimilar, actually. I think if anything, I would say they're probably the same size pages actually once you get inside. The cover is slightly bigger because it's cut, this one's cut to the same size as the page, whereas this one you can see is very slightly cut past that. And it's this one is sort of, you've got a texture to the cover. It's still soft, but it's got like a little texture going to it, so it's nice. And as you can see, it's a little bit thicker. This is much more, I mean, it's still good card. Let's move you over a little bit. It's still a nice card thickness, but this is sort of more almost a material feel to it as well, so it's definitely different in that respect. But I think that ultimately it's probably the same size in page size. This one comes with a ribbon, this one doesn't, and this one's got this beautiful gold foiling, and it's this lovely sort of soft rose pink, sort of a dusky pink, which is really nice. And as I said, you'd expect this colour to be mine, but I didn't want to get the same, and actually I really liked this when I saw it. I really liked the gold and the dusky pink, just for something different. I mean, everything I own is this colour, so it's quite nice to have something a little bit different. So you can see kind of where they're different, and this one has the colour on the edge there, this one is plain. So this one's just got a little bit more going on. This one here, it's got sort of a little bit more going on with it. It's quite nice in that regard. It's a little bit more fancy with the box. It's perhaps a little bit more fancy. The cover's a little bit more fancy. And there are others, I think, that are similar in idea, but but they're different designs, so that's nice. So I'm going to put this one to one side since that's Mum's, and we'll have a look at this one because, as I say, the inside is exactly the same, but you can see you've got a beautiful double page, and the point is obviously that you are going to colour all of this in. Now the pages themselves, now these first couple are nice thickness to them, but as you get in, and this first one as well where it says to and from, so again more colouring on here, and then we get into the next page, again more is still on the thicker page. Then we get to actually what the paper's going to be like throughout, and you can understand that it is going to be quite thin. It is what I would call normal kind of Bible page thickness, to be honest. It's not that heavy, it's quite delicate indeed. I would suggest that you would not be wanting to use any kind of pens. If you are, you might want to test it sort of right at the back or something. There's like a blank page here, because I think even like gel pens, I'm not going to test it because I'm pretty certain even like gel pens will go through. So I would definitely recommend putting a piece of card between as you're colouring so that you protect it from sort of impressions as you colour through, but also it helps you colour, because on thin paper, if you don't have something behind it, you can actually put your pencil even through the paper, so you want to give it that sort of stability of having a piece of card behind. And then we have your contents. By the way, I didn't say these are NLT, which is a New Living Translation. So even here we've got the books of the Bible, and even that has got, like, you can fill in and colour in the writing here if you want, and here, and this one is separated here, Old and New Testament, and then alphabetical list as well. So again, you can, oh, and it's actually, there you go, it explains exactly what that means, so there we go. And then we get to the actual relevant part. So you start off with the Old Testament, obviously, but I meant the Old Testament page, the introduction page, as it were, and you've got this beautiful artwork, and I just think it's really lovely, and I love the fact that you can colour in the words as well. I'm not going to go through every single page, obviously. I'm just going to go through a few sort of key ones to give you a feel for it, a flavour. And then, so we start off, say, here with Genesis, obviously, again. And again, you can colour in the name of the book. You've got one of the verses from this page is at the side here, and it tells you which one it is underneath. So you can colour that in, and then there's sort of beautiful imagery around it. So you can see there's quite a lot of beautiful detail on this, and you don't need to be colouring in lots of shading and stuff if you don't want to be, and you need to be careful doing too much work on it, because as I said, it's not, if I try to see, that's several pages, you can see it's quite thin. You can even see the I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can even see the lines of that image through. So that's what tells me that you will see, if you're not careful, you'll see any markers. And then what you've got here on the next page, and you don't get sort of artwork on every page, is you've got down the side, and you can see here now what I'm saying. You can just see, I think, on the camera that you can see through the artwork from the previous page, but if I just bring it up, hopefully you can see enough. Can you just see the lines on that page there at the side of there? So what that's for is if you want to make any notes, so if you're going to Bible classes or just yourself, again, the actual passage there written out, and all different text that you can colour in certain words and everything. So that sort of goes on, and you have lots of different images with pages then with just blank pages, and going through blank pages as in blank journaling pages. But there's plenty of artwork. I don't know if it tells you anywhere how much there is. I think they must probably tell you on something. It says over 400 designed scriptured verses. So there you go. So there's a lot in here to colour in, and they're really nice images. What I liked about them was that you do not have to be some fancy colourist to be able to do these. You know, there's just nice words to fill in, but if you are a bit more advanced, like some of us are a little bit more able to do colouring because we're crafters or whatever, there's still enough here for us as well. So it's a really nice balance. If you're not sure of the person that if you're giving it as a gift and you're not sure if they're somebody who does colouring, then this is a really nice one to give, because you've got just enough of both types, I would say, to cover that. And then we come to the next book, and again here we've got the name of the book, which we can colour in, and the verse, so it's all the same there, and all the way through different styles of things as well. Again, each book has its own starting point. So lots of different ones. Sometimes we've got them on 2 pages. So here you can see this one, again, different styles. You've got all these flowers inside the word. So you could just colour around the edges, or you could colour all the little flowers in. You could do it really simply, or more advanced and more detailed. It's really up to you how you work on it. So you can see as I'm flicking through all these different images, and you can see here, for example, how that's showing through from the next page. That's, again, I'm just repeating the same thing, and that's quite light, but it's a beautiful image there again. And this one, look at that, isn't that wonderful? The birds singing. Can you get that? Sorry. Beautiful, the birds singing at the top there. Really, really nice. We will get there. Oh, here we go. We're nearly here. Nearly there. That's what I wanted to find. Was here's the end, and there's the beginning of the New Testament, which I thought they would do a nice page for that as well. So I just wanted to show you that. And then, as I say, we just carry on. Every page I'm going to is going to and a lot of them are just verses that are to be coloured, but they've often got just a little something on them to do as well, which I think is nice. As I say, look at this one here, roots, and then you've got that beautiful tree, and over here you've got this lovely bird, dove, and again, look at this, a little bit more to it, this one. So it really is, I think, a really nice variation. Again, here, much more detail going on here if you want it to be, or you can leave it quite simple. And that's what I think's really good about this one, this particular one. I've looked at a few, and I liked this because it was a really nice balance. And I thought, especially at the time, Mum wasn't really doing that much colouring. She's doing a lot more now, and she's getting really quite good at it. I'm really impressed. But the point is that at the time she hadn't done colouring hardly at all, and so I wanted to find something that would work, that when she got a little bit more advanced, that she could have something a little bit more there to do. But anyway, here we are on the back pages. We've got back to the thicker page there. You've got this beautiful page full of flowers, then another double page here with lovely butterflies and a lovely verse as well to finish off, and then obviously the back page. And as I said, this is the same internally as this one. Now, I'd say the papers are the same as well, so I would say they pretty much lifted, you know, printed a ton of insides and just changed the covers basically. But then they've put this on the outside, so I don't know if that's a process that's done after the fact. I guess it would have to be, wouldn't it, because otherwise you couldn't do it as single pages. That would be a bit crazy. But anyway, so that's the two. And you saw earlier a little selection of some others that they do. As I said, I'll put links to all of these in the blog post for you, as I do with all products, etc. So if you're interested in any of them and having a look at the details, you will be able to find them. So I hope you found it interesting just to take a look at this. It's just, I thought it was something just a little bit different for a change. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.